Hello everybody, this is pt.4 and welcome back to some more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations Turnabout Airlines. In the previous episode, we had investigated the crime scene and landed cutting off of our time, but we got the agreement to look over the two crime scenes. This episode we're going to continue on, so if you like what you see, leave a like down below, subscribe to me if you haven't already, comment if you have anything to say, and share with your friends so they can figure out this mystery as well. Let's get moving. I knew that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss Mealy, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk to Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering just what she was up to. Why did she want to do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisca? I thought you were still in Germany. I go there unneeded. And wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Francisca von Karma. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It will be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't search out to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought that I would see the day when this disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Oh, wait, this has been all being a misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people. To be perfect d'arriver, the fulfillment of that creed has alone is all I strive for. I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Oh crap, what was it? Yes, sir! Too slow. Ow! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess this up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? Oh my god, I don't remember his voice. A simple yes or no, detective. Yes, understood, sir. There we go. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. I'll be clear. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe we should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case I have a few questions for you. So how is the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir. Sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was a little too quick, sir. Oh? How so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking orders out at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as long as she knew there had been a murder or something. And I'd come in advance to wait till her flight's arrival. It is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly, and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. New details. Kinda top secret shit, so she can't even talk about it, even with me, sir. Now we have the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt that the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with this mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. March 12th, 1:37 p.m. Flight I-390 second floor class, first class. So you must be the captain. Why, yes I am. And who might you be? I am prodigy prosecutor Francisca Von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. But what are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet my money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure, you don't want to ask the captain some quick questions, sir? If he was in the cockpit the entire time, I hardly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Yep, I knew it. Ah! Oh. Ah! Come on, detective. Oh no, it's this guy again. And I forgot his voice. Now see here! Back! Sorry, I'm sorry! How long do you intend me to hold me? It seems possible for me to be the criminal, I told you! Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it's you! Tell this man to stop stopping me from going! Time is money! I don't have 1 second of wasteful time to spend! Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir! You're not concerned if you are done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk customs to stone statues, I sell all sorts of arts. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Is that a hint to present the evidence? Mr. LeBlanc, could you please take a look at this for me? Oh, it's a Bourguignon cloth! As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous, orders come from all overseas for more. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is much many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can take your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. Summon this up, you police. It's no good. And it's no good that the lieutenant refuses to exit the attendance room, too. The attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero. What do you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendance room for her interview, and then they still have not come out. They made no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is this Mr. Nero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine this plane, were you not? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room. Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. I'm so glad I played the German doctor in one of the plays in high school, and so I have that, like, somewhat of an accent. I kind of lost it, but... So may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Ooh, a showdown with Von Karma. Nice. Franciscus logic. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge of the body was discovered. From the time the victim was called for an attendant, until his body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. The likeliest suspect, Francisca. So you'll have a problem with that. No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is not necessary. I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. Objection! Oh shit, that wasn't it! Francisca, I believe your testimony now. Oh shit. And I believe that when you use the phrase, I believe, you are anything but certain. Which means that showing me the piece of evidence is just a way to waste time. Yeah! She even managed to whip the evidence at the same time. Ow! How? What do you want me to, sir? That's one more victim besides myself in the evidence. Okay. Alright, let's start pressing. Hold it. Don't you think that you're being a bit too rash by simply declaring me the culprits? I like my affairs to be simple and perfect. I'll show you the meaning of both when I finish the thing within 3 minutes. Hey, you sounded like you're cooking a pack of instant noodles. 3-0! I won't allow even 3 seconds of useless testimony to be uttered in my presence. I see she hasn't changed a bit. But I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. The scene of the crime is here, in the very lounge that the body was discovered. Hold it! So tell me, Francisca, do you know about all there is to know about the crime scene? I know all that is I need to know in order to arrest you. And nothing more. Are you saying that there is more I need to know? Ah! Why did you whip me, sir? Sorry, Scruffy. My hand must have slipped. It would appear that Francisca doesn't have all the facts of this case yet. You're wrong.
Hold it!
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, at least Gumshoe gets whipped again. This is why I save, because I screw up things like that and I can't recover from that. Alright, whatever. Objection! Oh my gosh, I am doing really badly. Alright, so it's this one, but there. Refueling, this testimony, Alright, enough screwing around.
Hold it!
Hold it! What do you mean by seen? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 AM. And then from the time after that call until the body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Hold it! Well, it's true that I was in the lounge the whole time. That fact alone does not make me the criminal.
Objection!
Ha! We'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there is one thing that even you must admit at this time. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
Hold it!
Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am most likely suspect. But I believe in you, sir. I don't think you did it. Mr. Clemmer's gotta believe that too, right? I mean, you two are like siblings. Ow! Quiet, Scruffy. Even if we were related by blood, that's no guarantee that he's not a criminal. Francisca. As a man to see some proofs that you are not guilty party. Likely suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. But it would appear that she doesn't know yet about the new evidence that we acquired and where we acquired it. I'll take care of the gaps in our logic one more at a time. Alright, so it's this one. But which one was it? Which piece of evidence? Unfortunately, there is a gap in between when I played this, so I'm like trying to remember. New piece of evidence and where we found it. Was it this?
Objection!
No. I don't think so.
Objection!
Don't knock it till you try it.
Objection!
God damn. I am such an idiot. The new evidence and where we found it. That's not it. Okay, it has to be. What the hell is this? Right. It has to be one of these two. Oh, pff, duh. I'm a dumb. Objection. I'm a dumb. I'm sorry. It would appear that you did not have all the necessary information that you needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. Obviously this is slowed down, but it's still good. Okay, we're gonna break her thing and then we're gonna... yeah. The killer used the suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. Objection! Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me. All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point? Objection! As if there is proof of that. Where's the proof? Where's the proof that the suitcase was moved around? Just making sure.
Take that!
Take that! The spilled grape juice in the front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that... oh my gosh! You expected me to do every little thing!
Take that!
Take that! This mark here, wouldn't you say it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Objection! Not so fast. This still doesn't prove it. Put you in the clear, not by a long shot. What do you got, Von Karma? What do you got? You prepared yourself and fired the piggy bank before the plane hits up turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Now, then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body, stuffed in a suitcase, the plane had the pitch of turbulence, and it outflew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put back the suitcase where you had found it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your face from me. I'll expose the flaws in your logic from one fell swoop. Let's see it. To prepare yourself, it requires a piggy bank before the plane hits that turbulence. Really? I don't trust myself to do this, by myself.
Objection!
Really? The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. So evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who stands in the courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Mr. Arclight piggy bank is such fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing when the bank... Oh god. The timing when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did three things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase back to the shop and left it there. Then, the killer proceeded to pick the bank up off the floor. And took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim over the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage in my pocket to prove his service. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Ackley Hit. You there! Yes, ma'am! Other than this piggy bank, was there anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one man. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And of the remaining items, all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Yeah. If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think that the weapon would be hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside the suitcase, it suggests to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence, which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There's still one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real murder weapon. But even if we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And then it was at that time the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of thinking, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak for her. Yes. Very well. Permission granted, but only if I could sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Miss Tenero is in the freighted attendance room. Let's move. And that is where we're going to end it off for today. In the next episode of Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations, we are going to talk to Miss Tenero. I will see you guys later.